Day 13 of building GhostBoss in public. One of the things I've learned while building GhostBoss is that some days the biggest challenge isn't your code, it's everything around it. Today started with what I thought was going to be a major setback. After updating the ChatGPT desktop app, I lost the workflow I've been using with Codex to build GhostBoss. The integrated terminal was gone. My project wasn't showing up, and the whole engineering flow I'd been using basically disappeared in an instant. For a minute, it felt like the day was over before it started. I could have waited for the next update and hoped it got fixed, but that might have taken days, maybe even weeks. In the meantime, I would have lost the workflow that lets me just stay focused and build without consistently switching between tools. So instead of waiting, I started digging. I checked Reddit and X, read through what other developers were seeing, determined that it was an issue. I found a workaround by restoring the previous version of the desktop app that was in my recycle bin. I switched to Codex back to the GTP 5.5 with the extra high reasoning, and I just kept moving. It turned out to be the right decision. So once the workflow was back, we ended up making a lot more progress than I expected. I discovered that my local GhostBoss repository and the current GitHub repository had completely unrelated Git histories. So instead of forcing them together, we backed up everything, created a clean recovery branch, and implemented a more secure Founder Vault identity system. Also identified several different API issues we want to fix before running our Adam end-to-end test. So looking back, the ChatGPT issue could have completely derailed today's session. Instead, it just became a small detour. I think that's part of building anything. There's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be tool updates or unexpected problems, but the goal isn't to avoid them. It's to solve the problem in front of you and keep moving. Because every day you keep moving, you're one day closer to building something that matters. Execution over motivation. See you tomorrow.